Is the Satoshi app really a great free airdrop and mining app, or is it a waste of time? My name's Michael and I've tested hundreds of ways to make money online, including many ways to earn crypto and earn crypto for free. And many viewers have asked me recently about this app. So therefore I decided to take a closer look. And in this Satoshi app review, I'll give you an inside look. I will share my opinion about both the pros and the cons. And let me just reveal right away, it has both and you need to consider both. And then based on that, you can decide for yourself whether this is the right opportunity for you or not. So let's start by going over who can join, and from what I've been able to find out, it is available more or less worldwide, but there are likely some countries where you cannot join it in because there are some countries where there are crypto restrictions or something like that, so I can't guarantee that it will be available in all countries, but you have to go then to your Play Store and check if it's available in your country or not. But it is available, as you can see, both for iOS and Android devices. It also has an APK, so you can download it and install it manually. Personally, I really do not like doing that unless it's an app and a company I really trust and have great experiences with. I would not do that here in this case. That's just my personal opinion. But you can see it also says it has more than 5 million downloads and it does have decent ratings, so it does seem like it is quite popular, but there's important details I will also share about this a little bit later. But anyways, for now, let me now log into the app and then we'll take a closer look at what it offers. So I am now logged into the Satoshi app, and when you first come in here, you can see you are on something called Airdrop, and this is where you, for example, say that you can start Airdrop or you can complete verification so you can get airdrops for different cryptos. And this is the first thing where there's something I don't really like, because to do this you need to verify, and not just like verify who you are. So you need to actually use facial recognition. You need to use the app to take pictures or record yourself. And I know it's very normal, like there's some KYC and different things like that, and usually I don't have a problem with that, but I need to know 100% sure that the company I do this for, something like that, is 100% transparent and that is one that I really trust or have previous experience with or something like that. So when it's an app like this that I haven't used before, where there's certain things that it needs to prove itself a little bit more to me, then I don't like that the first thing it asks me to do is can you just verify with your face? I am not going to do that right away with a brand new app. That's just my opinion and how I do it. But this is something to be aware of, that before you can actually get these airdrops, then you would need to verify with your face. But it also does have other ways. You can see it has projects, it also has earn here, so it has a lot of different things. And here, for example, also says they have these different projects you potentially can participate in, getting in on and mine and do this here. But again and again, then you jump to the quest section there when you click on a project. So then you jump, as you can see down here, to the earn, because then you would need to come here and do some quests to be able to participate in those projects. So you're kind of jumping around. So the thing is, like, I have tested hundreds of different apps and ways to earn online. So what I'm saying here is not that you cannot make it work and that you cannot mine and that you cannot get airdrops, because I do have seen like people do that. But what I'm saying is that an earning app should make it very easy to understand how you can earn, and especially something like airdrops and mining. It's apps that usually offer that, you come in, you click a button, and that's what a mining app should be like, and what most of them are. And I've just seen very often different apps use these different ways to just kind of send you in circles and get you to do different tasks to then earn with another task, and the tasks you then do are actually what on many other apps will make you earn by just doing those, but then in other apps you do a task to use another earning method that give you very low earnings, and you kind of just going in circles, and then it's gamified and you don't even notice how much time you spend. And I hate when an app is not just making it very straightforward and easy, because usually when it's very complicated and there's all these different flows and steps and all that, you're taking around in circles, then it's usually because the value you get for your time, if you actually sit down and really figure it out, is really not worth it. I'm not saying that exactly here. Again, you're free to have a different opinion, and please share it in a comment below. This is just my opinion based on my years of testing different ways to make money online. So I'm not saying you can't earn, I'm not saying it's not legit, I'm just saying that For me to use something like this, they need to make it a lot easier, a lot more transparent, and the flow way better. So that's why personally, after having taken a look, tested it, I have just decided this is not worth it for me. I know that, if I want to use a mining app, for example, then I'll use one that just makes it very easy, transparent. And I do have a list of my best options like that on my website. I'll leave a link to that below. But you might also then say like, well, according to, for example, the Google Play Store, so it has very good ratings. So let's just talk a little bit about that also, because that's something that kind of is, I don't know if I would call it red flag, but definitely something you need to be aware of. So I have now just jumped to the Satoshi app on the Google Play Store, and you can see it has an average of 5.2 stars with almost 100,000 reviews. That's actually not bad. So then you would say like, okay, maybe Michael has misunderstood something because that many people cannot be wrong. Well, let's just take a closer look. And this is why I never just blindly trust reviews on any platform like this. And I will show you why now. So I now just opened all the reviews here, and you can start going through them, and you can see one here, 1 star, saying it's completely useless, so difficult to withdraw, keep adding new tasks that are confusing and hard to understand. I agree with that, right? And then you have a 5 star, used now as a new user, no earning yet. Well, why are you giving a 5 star review if you haven't earned anything yet? That's just one thing to be aware of. Next one here, don't install it, collecting personal information, all that. Never got an airdrop, even if I follow all the steps properly. And then you have a couple of 5-star ones. It a good appreciation, almost half decent. And all these here are actually just coming straight after each other. There are a few negative ones, and then you see another one here. And this is a 5-star one. This doesn't make sense. I am in the United States. When you have some for the United States, let me know. What kind of 5-star review is that? It's not a review. It doesn't sound like you've even used it. And we scroll further, then a few more 1 stars. Then you have again, magically, right after each other, you have here, you see 1, 2, 3, 4 here, like 5-star reviews. Good, nice app, excellent, hats off to you people and your great efforts. They is trying, but some features are not working. It's what kind of 5-star review is it? I love this app, no stress. So my point here is that there's a ton of 5-star reviews. There's not many of these 4-star, 3 stars that there usually would be. There's a ton of 1 stars and there's a ton of 5 stars. And both negative and positive reviews can be faked, and that's important to be aware of. And I can, of course, not say for sure because it is impossible to be 100% sure. But what I can say is, based on my experiences working online for many years, is that when you have this many 5-star reviews that are just popping up right after each other with sentences that sometimes doesn't really make sense or extremely short without sharing something that looks like a real experience, then when you have so many of them, it just seems suspicious because reviews are easy to fake. Also the negative ones, be aware of that. People can also sometimes buy negative reviews to target competitors, so keep that in mind also. What I'm just saying is that it just seems strange with the amounts of 5 stars and the type of 5-star reviews they have. So does that then mean it's not worth it or not? Let's just sum that up. So to sum it all up, personally, the Satoshi app is not for me. I think the user experience is very bad. I think it needs to be polished. I think it needs to be improved. So I'm not saying you cannot earn from it. I'm just saying if I need to use a mining or an airdrop app or free earning app in general, it needs to make it very clear so I know how much time I spent, exactly what to do, without any kind of sending me in circles or anything like that. And in this case here, I just don't see that, and that's why it's not an app that I will be using. Again, this is just my opinion, review based on my personal opinion and experience. So if you have another opinion, that's up to you, and feel free to share it below also. Personally, I do prefer using other mining apps if that's something you're interested in. Then I do have a list of the best mining apps on my website. I'll leave a link to that below. All of those are easier to use in my personal opinion. And if you're in general just interested in earning free crypto, I also do have a list of free ways to earn Bitcoin on my website, where all the websites make it quite easy. So I'll also leave a link to that below. But no matter what, I hope this video helped you, and if it did, make sure to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time I release a video with tips and tricks about different ways to make money online.